Oh yeah, people. The winner of this matchup faces the champ, Ed Parker. We've got a guy, I don't even know how to say his name. Salil Sid or Salil Kid? You tell me how to say his name. He's going up against Mike GTO. Let's go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you listening?
Ricky J. Sports.
What's going on, people? I hope everybody's having a great week. You know what? Nothing is better than coming home after a hard day at work or at school and enjoying something you love. It doesn't have to be video games, but for me, it's making videos, and I just love it. And I just got home from work, and nothing's better than relaxing, getting the mic on, sitting in that chair. No longer the lazy boy, thanks to an amazing subscriber. Before I get into this fight, did you know that a loyal subscriber sent me a custom Ricky J gaming chair? Oh my gosh, I had like tears in my eyes when I was unwrapping it. When it came, this crazy truck showed up in my door, and it was a cool black and white Ricky J gaming chair. But anyway, much respect to all of you, much respect to my buddy. He doesn't want to be known for sending me the chair. But anyway, thank you so much. But let's get into this matchup. We got Mike going up against, I'm going to call him Saul, because I can't say his name to save my life. And Mike is McGregor, and they're exchanging shots here. And it's always a feeling out process, isn't it, in that first round? But let's see what happens here. And with Saul, man, he's got to be careful facing a McGregor. He's got to use that Diaz pressure and that volume. When you're using Nate, you have to use that volume and that unbelievable boxing. Don't be a kicker when you're using Nate Diaz. You gotta use that unbelievable 1-2 combo. And I remember when the game first came out, people were like, man, Nate's 1-2 is just so overpowering. And I think they smoothed it out. But when you're facing a McGregor, you gotta be so careful. You don't want to get hit with clean shots because you're gonna get rocked and eventually drop. But remember, if you're tuning in for the first time, this is a stand and bang tournament. Only standing and banging fights. And I find it, oh nice slip straight action, but I find these stand and bang fights are so scary, man. It has me always on edge because when it's an MMA fight, you're always able to grapple, clinch up if you're in trouble. But in this type of fight, oh nice duck, Rudy. But in this type of fight, you have nowhere to hide, man. Imagine in UFC 4 if they added you could spit out the mouthpiece, but you could only do it a couple of times or else you get a point taken away. That would be awesome. Spit out that mouthpiece, give yourself a little breather. I'm surprised a lot of fighters don't do that more, where if they feel like they're exhausted or they're rocked, spit out that mouthpiece, and then the referee will break up the fight and give you that opportunity to recover. But anyway, in this type of style of a fight, you just have no breaks. There's no mouthpiece spitting. And so far, so good for Mike, in my opinion, in this first fight. I think he's doing a fantastic job at just sticking to his game plan. Pressuring his opponent, pressuring Saul, not overdoing it with his shots, making Saul miss. Beautiful combo. I love that combo. Oh, but look at this. Saul's like, Ricky, brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm out of this fight just yet. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I think there's like 22 days until the Nate Diaz showdown versus Masvidal, and it's so funny how they're making a belt just for that fight. So they're gonna make belts for everything. Best grappler, baddest man on the planet. Like, are you kidding me? But you know what? I kind of like it. You got to add a little, WWE action to the UFC sometimes, just to add, that interest level. But this is a good start for both guys. I feel like Mike is a little bit in the driver's seat right here. Nice. He's doing a fantastic job. And while we're watching this fight, I'm thinking of the fight I was most hyped for ever. And when there's a break in the action, I'll tell you. I'm still thinking about it right now. Good job by Mike. And when you're using McGregor and he gets a couple of rocks, I feel like you could just kind of relax a little bit and just touch your opponent, man. Just touch him up with some shots and they'll eventually get rocked and dropped. That's the only downside of this tournament, is that you're going to see a lot of McGregors. But you can't fault people for picking them. Because in this style of tournament, nice. Great head movement by Mike. He's a great guy to pick. You know, oh my goodness. What a drop. But you know, Ed Parker's taking notes. He's got all the old Ed Parker, the Ed Parker. Well, I can't even talk. Notepad out, taking notes. But the fight that I was most amped up for ever, and you're gonna be like, here we go again, Ricky, with your GSP nut hugging. But was GSP versus BJ Penn 2. Not the first time when it was Canada versus USA. Was that UFC 50? I can't remember. But it was when it was GSP versus BJ Penn 2 after BJ was tearing it up in the lightweight division. And then BJ, you know, he has big stones, man. He's like, I'm going to go and fight George St. Pierre and try to get that welterweight strap. And I remember for that whole fight, when I was watching it, I was shaking while I was watching it with my brother. And it was just incredible to see GSP put on a clinic. Excuse me, putting on a clinic and making BJ quit. And I'll never forget when BJ Penn, during the promo video, he's like, hey, George, I'm going to kill you, man. I'm going to kill you, and I'll rather die in the octagon, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to kill you. And then the fight happened. After the 4th round, BJ Penn quit. And GSP won the fight. And then that was the whole Vaseline gate, and Penn was coming up with all these excuses. But there's no excuse, brother, when someone's just better than you. But anyway, what's the most pumped up fight that you've ever felt? What was the one fight that you were just so excited for? For me, it was BJ Penn, GSP 2. But anyway, let's get in on this fight. You got Mike with a fantastic first W. And, you know, he's looking pretty good right here. And Saul's got to bear down. And I really like how Saul picked Bisping, because Bisping has the tools to do some great things in the stand and bang matchup. The only thing, though, is just got to be careful with Costa. Good old Ricky Martin. That juiced up Ricky Martin. He's got to be careful with the punching power of Costa. But if Saul can be defensive, if Saul can, you know, withstand the storm that Costa's going to bring at him, he's got a chance. He can't be taking shots to the head, though. Nice. I really love the pull countering that Mike's doing here. You know, Ed Parker's probably like, oh, Ricky. I don't do a good Ed Parker impersonation, by the way. Oh, Ricky, that's nothing. I'll make easy work. He'll be light work. I can't do a UK accent, so I'm not even going to do it. But, oh, nice. Oh, but he got a little greedy. And, oh, my gosh. When you get a little greedy, that's what happens. And if this was an MMA match, Saul would have had the W. But sadly, you know, there's no pouncing. Oh, and I hope in UFC 4 that when you do stand and bang, they just put like boxing gloves on these guys. Wouldn't that be awesome? If you click on stand and bang and then the guys just have boxing gloves on, or better yet, bare knuckle, have a bare knuckle you know, component to the fights, and then they just have their hand wraps on. That would be awesome. But I wish they would add those little fine details, which makes the game just even better. Because wouldn't it be awesome if you do a stand and bang with a buddy and you have these big fat boxing gloves on? But anyway, let's get back to this fight. Ricky Tangent Sports. I just love going on tangents, but hopefully you do too, man. It adds a little creativity, adds a little something a little different to the videos, and hopefully you enjoy when I do a little story time action. But Saul's looking pretty good, man. Saul's, you know, the one thing I like about Saul is that, nice, he's not backing down. After his loss, he didn't bury his head in his Frosted Flakes, but he just said to himself, you know what, I lost, but it's time to get a W. It's time to even up this series, and let's see if he could do it. He's got a shot. But he's got to be careful with Mike's head movement. I really think Mike does such a great job with his head movement, especially pull countering. So he's got to be careful. Nice. Oh, but Mike's head is scrambled. Oh my goodness. See how he hit him with a shot on the way down? Fantastic job by Saul, man. And you got to give it up for him, man. You got to give him mad respect for putting on a second fight performance like this. But Mike... Mike feels like the fight's not done. But he can't be taking a lot of shots to the head. Nice slip action. Sometimes it's nice to slip straight and then hook to the body. Do you guys do that? Because your opponent's not really... Oh my gosh. Oh, your opponent's not really anticipating a shot to the body. Oh, look at this. Mike is in trouble. And down he goes. Down he goes. And I wonder what's going through the mind of Mike right now. He had a great first victory. Oh my goodness. Nice. Look at Saul. Oh, he just missed. Just missed by a toenail. Oh my goodness. Constant rocks. But speaking of rock, Koska's got a rock head for taking this amount of damage, and then he just keeps on getting up. If I'm in Mike's corner, I would kind of just be really defensive at this point. Let your head health sort of heal up a little bit. Don't engage too much until that third round, you know? And kind of let Saul burn out his stamina. Nice. Good idea by Saul. Oh, Saul's the uppercut king, man. He just knows when to load up on that uppercut, and just a fantastic performance. Mad respect to this guy, man. I've always loved seeing a guy after getting defeated in his first fight come back and get the W. And we're going to the most exciting part for me in these videos, is seeing that sudden death matchup. And here we go. Remember this matchup from back in the day? I would love to see the rematch. It's good old Max versus Mr. Conor McGregor. And Mike is going back to the pick that got him that first victory. And let's see if he could erase that second fight and go back to how he was fighting in that first fight. And Saul's got to fight desperate, in my opinion. If I'm in Saul's corner, I would say, dude, you did nothing. Did nothing. And it's not a victory till you get 2 victories, man. Till you get 2 W's against this guy. So you got to continue to fight desperate, fight smart. And again, this is 5 rounds, and much respect to both guys for understanding the rules. It's 5 rounds in the third fight. So again, your strategy when it's a 5-rounder, you could be really patient. I tend to like that. That should be in a song. But I tend to be very slow paced in the first round. Just seeing what my opponent's got, seeing if my opponent is going to put the pedal to the metal, and if they are, I'm going to be a little defensive and get them to whiff, get them to drain out that stamina. And as the rounds go on, I tend to amp up with my aggression. I feel like it works, unless you're facing a top 10 guy. And then sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But the majority of the time it does work. And if it doesn't work, you still have a competitive fight. Nice. And it just seems, oh, nice. High kick. Seems like Mike's, oh my goodness, Mike's A guy is McGregor. But what a great uppercut by the king of uppercuts, Saul. I want to know how to say his name. Saul Lil Kid? Oh my gosh. Makes my brain hurt just looking at his name. But great job, great start. And Mike's not seeing those rear uppercuts. It's going to force Mike to not go to the body, because you go to that body and that uppercut comes at you, it could be game over. Oh, and I love how Saul keeps on going to that uppercut. Man, that won him that second fight. Why not continue to go to it? When you get into that striking range, load it up. And he tried right there, but he's a little too far out. You can't be too predictable with it. But when Mike starts ripping up to the body or going for kicks to the body, there it is. He's throwing and he's landing it. The only thing I don't like, though, about Saul is that stamina seems to be going down a little too much for my liking. But that uppercut hits again. Oh. Oh, he got caught. Saul getting excited, looking for the finish. Nice. Oh, ankle massage. It always looks like he's going to give him a foot massage when he grabs it like that. But what a crazy competitive first round. Who do you give that round to? Who do you give that round to? Much respect. Seriously. Wow. Maybe give the edge to Saul on that one, but this is so fun to watch. So evenly matched. Let me know how you think these two guys are going to do, or whoever wins, I don't even know, But I wonder how the winner is going to do against Ed Parker. And let me know. Get on your scouting report hats and let me know how you think they're going to fare. Oh, great. Like I said, that sway back is fantastic. And if I'm in Mike's corner, I would stop kicking, to be honest. Use that amazing punching power of McGregor. Nice body kick. There he goes. No need to kick because he's loading up on that uppercut. I guess you could kick. Everybody has a different strategy, but I just feel like if you can keep punching with McGregor, you keep that stamina high. And you're not wasting it. Oh, man. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't get a rock right there. Nice, there he goes. Drops him. Just keep it simple. And he must know at this point that Saul's main attack is that nasty uppercut. It's the rear uppercut that keeps on catching him. Uh-oh, he missed it. Oh, big bomberoonie right there. Big bomb. Nice. Sorry for blowing on the mic, but that was just so crazy. Again, I'm telling you, the kicks are working, but in my opinion, it's kind of risky. There he goes. When he just boxes, good things happen. And how about Mike here? Oh, I'm jinxing it. I am totally jinxing it. But Saul can't get carried away. There he goes. Back up, reset. Back up, reset. Wow, and look at Saul's stamina so low for only the second round. Oh, Thunder. Thunder shot to the body. Saul's in some trouble here, people. Oh, but he got rocked right back. That's what I'm saying. Mike, stop kicking. Stop kicking. It leaves you vulnerable. Oh, nice sidestep. I don't know if Saul meant to do that, but it was brilliant. And already Saul's gasping for air. Still quite a bit of time. Oh, down he goes. And that's the McGregor factor right there. Didn't seem like that crazy of a combo, but he landed it and dropped him. Mike's stamina isn't, he doesn't look like a fresh cookie now either. Oh, he rocked him again. Oh my gosh. Down goes Saul. Saul, panic button is being hit right now, that's for sure. Body shots. Oh, down he goes. Oh, and it's over. Big Daddy Mike has punched his ticket into the next round, and he's going to be facing Eddie Parker. You know, Ed Parker is bopping and weaving. Looking at the screen right now, nodding his head, probably saying, you know what, good job, but when you face me, you face a different beast, and he ain't lying, man. Ed Parker is quite a beast, but Mike's going to give him a tough test. I can't wait to see that fight. Hopefully you guys can't as well. Let me know how you think Mike's going to do now that we know that the winner is Mike in this matchup. All right, people, thank you so much. If you're still watching, have a great weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, guys, this is Ricky J, baby, from Ricky J Sports, and as always, you are awesome.